we're going to switch from primarily environmental biosecurity to mostly agricultural biosecurity. So Salman Quddus from Western Local Land Services, New South Wales, is going to present on the blueprints for success about crafting impactful extension events to drive agricultural innovation. So Salman, I'll hand over to you. If you can show your slides, I'll confirm that we can see them. If you just go into presenter mode, that's perfect. Over to you.
Thanks, Justin. Thanks for having me. Hi, all. This is Salman Quddus. I work as a senior land services officer with Western Local Land Services. So basically, I will try to explore the outline of the blueprint for conducting a successful extension event in agriculture research, development, and biosecurity. I'm not an extension guru, but we will explore this topic and learn from my experience. As most of my career, I worked as an agriculture scientist instead of extension provider. So this is a world cloud map for an event that shows that collaboration, stakeholders, partnership between organizations and institute are the main pillars, and we will explore these pillars as we go along. The most important for the extension events are the knowledge exchange and the community engagement. Uh, Events can facilitate the transfer of new technology, best technology available at the market, best practices, and research finding to the farmers and the landholders. For the community engagement, these events can create a platform for the landholders to connect, share experiences, and build network. So the main areas to look to deliver a successful event, there is a critical role of thorough planning and present and preparation to ensure success of an extension event, engaging a diverse stakeholders such as industry bodies, farmers, industry experts, and local authorities in the event planning process. Event should be effectively disseminate uh, and promote to adoption of new technologies and practices and aim to build a capacity building and knowledge sharing for the landholders, agriculture practitioners, enable them to improve their farming operations. Use the platform to foster collaboration and knowledge sharing among the various landholders, contribute in the long-term sustainability development of the respective sector. So what are the key elements to deliver an extension event? Clearly define the objective of the event, understand the audience. It can vary with the age or the knowledge of the audience, whether the audience is from the farming community, whether the audience is from the nature resource management area, or whether the audience is backyard gardeners or the hobby farmers sort of thing. So relevant and engaging content is very important, and the most important is the skillful facilitator who actually engage with the audience in a greater depth. Hands-on activities increase the uh, interest in the event. Effective promotion, location, and timing of the event is very important. Collaborate with the key stakeholders, plan logistic details, conduct pre and post follow-up event, and measure the success at the end is very important to deliver a successful event. For the key consideration for effective planning, identify the specific needs and interests of the target audience, set a clear and measurable goal for the event, and format and timing is very important to align with the target audience for the event objectives. For the stakeholder engagement, the relevant topic is very important. Encourage the participant to do the question answer sessions, hands-on training, hands-on activities, field visits, uh, providing the resources, handouts, brochures are the area where people take a lot of interest, and that's are the tools which make more information readily available for the people. In terms of incorporating hands-on demonstration, uh, field demonstration is very encouraging for the peoples to see new things, interactive workshops, uh, specific skills such as application of different things or management of different pests and diseases are the where the peoples are very interested to see how the things actually looks in the field. In addition, if you are running a group from a specific community, like from the landholders, then one of the landholders presentation could be very successful, because the people wants to hear from the similar background of the peoples more effectively rather than coming from the government people or from the policymakers or from the scientists. So, for example, last time when I run an event, I engaged one of the farmers from the Northern Territory to give his perspective of the soil management in, and the event was for the peoples for the Western New South Wales farmers. So because that panel member was there, and I have noted that there are many peoples like who are driving who could not make that event uh, on their computer screens or in person, so they dial in through from their cars through, because they were really interested how the peoples in the NT are in managing their soil. So having a person from their community always makes the things very easy in terms of the making the success of the event. For then partnership with the government agencies, because the resources the government agencies, especially the research resources, are not readily available in the private sector. So having a organizations on board, research institute on the board, and a private sector who can engage with the agriculture business industry leaders uh, pri- to provide practical insight of the solution is very important for a successful event. Then how to implement the promotion strategy, how to reach out with the people. Social media is the key platform. For example, Facebook, LinkedIn. Then you can target the distribution of the posters and flyers through the newsletter of the industry bodies. You can partner with the industry association and use their newsletters to promote your event, and that's bring you a huge success. If there are 4 or 5 industries are available in your area, go for them, and then that will bring you a number for your event. And the last is the direct reach to the community. So community notice boards, the shopping centers, libraries, council notice boards are the key area where I normally target to attract the peoples for my audience. Uh, then how to measure the impact of the improvement? To pre and post event surveys that will tell you what you pre-event will tell you what you will be going to present. Post-event will tell you how successful the event is. Other thing is do visit the people's landholders, and that will you get an idea of the adoption of the new practices. And the third and the last one is get a feedback mechanism, which is very important for ongoing improvement and development. Best practices for the survey and the feedbacks. Use the Google Forms, SurveyMonkey, or Typeforms to create and distribute surveys electronically. Limit the number of the questions. Avoid long and complex surveys that may discourage the participant to participate, and craft survey questions which are very easy to understand and straightforward. The last one is analyze your response, act on the feedback, what you got. To put the things in perspective, this is my region, Western Local Land Services. We are very we are the largest region in the New South Wales, bigger than Victoria and Tasmania itself, and I am the only plant biosecurity person. So basically, to put the things in perspective, we are very far to the each other. To have people in an event, 4 to 5 people seems like it's a success for the event because the people are set, situated far away from the each other, big landholders. So when I did my, I'm putting an example from one of my events which I did recently. So one I did in Durton and one I did in Broken Hill. So I got 56 participants, which shocked everybody how I got it. Basically, these 56 participants, majority are the growers, industry representative, and the community members. And for the Broken Hill event, I got 45 participants, majority of them the backyard gardeners, landholders, and the community members over there. More than 60% rated the both events as an excellent. The section question answer session was the one where we were very open and the peoples were uh, happy to attend those ones. Then we had a hand-on training part for that section as well. So these are the areas when you follow the recipe for the success, you have to go through the industry. So basically, to attract those peoples for the Durton session, what I did is I collaborated with the industry. So once I collaborated with the industry, like the citrus industry, grapes industry, dry grapes industry, I got a lot of interest from all these industries, and I ended up having these participants over there. Similarly, for the Broken Hill, there is a no much industry available. So the problem is, if there's a no industry, I could not go to the industry. So I changed my strategy. Instead of going to the industry, I went to the council, and that's how you attract the audience from the council, the backyard peoples and the peoples who wants to learn. uh, Basically these both events were for the fruit fly control. So just to make the things in a perspective, that what were the activities in the event. So I started with there was a AGM for the Sunday Citrus Goes. So I joined my hands to have the number on board. So because they are having a AGM, so they started with the AGM and then we kick in with our event. And then we have an introduction of the our services, what local land services does. Then we have a main facilitator who primarily cover all the control activities, starting from chemical to cultural and activities, and how the peoples can do, starting from the industry point of view to the backyarders. Then we had a discussion and question answer session. Then I included the state government perspective to have the current surveillance program. The chief plant health officer came from Orange to deliver about the monitoring program what we have in the New South Wales. Then to include the Agriculture Victoria and the Melbourne University, we have a biocontrol peoples who came and deliver on the parasitoid wasps control for the fruit fly. Then to make the things more interesting, I have a farmers on board who actually bring the rapid aim technology. What his success story is, how he is utilizing the rapid aims on the farm, which makes the things more interesting because farmers wants to heard from the farmers. And then there was a sterilized insect technology update on that one, and then the normal thing. So that was basically the program where you have everything: industry, institutes, organizations, government, farmers, technology. So what are the my key learning from this both of the events? So basically, I didn't. My key learning was not all the attendees came with a smartphone, so they don't have the ability to do check-ins online sort of stuff. So you need to figure it out, the age demographics to be considered when you're planning a digital events. When I did the barcode thing in the Broken Hill, majority of people did not have the smartphone, so you have to go with the paper sign-in thing. The other thing in logistic and preparation was getting an extra handouts for the attendees. You might not get all the RSVPs, and when you are on site, people want the handouts, brochures, flyers for everybody, and that's the only thing which I learned is you need to have more than double of the handouts with you so that you can have luxury that if extra people turns up you can provide them. Yes, one more thing, important thing which I missed over here is the number. In addition to the numbers, when you have the numbers, then you have the liberty to get sponsored. All both events, the breakfast was sponsored by the agriculture provider company. Soft drinks and morning tea was sponsored by the ag tech company, and the lunch was provided by another agriculture supply. But to get attracted the ag companies, you have to provide the numbers. So if you have a numbers, they will come and sponsor your event. And to get a numbers, you have to collaborate with different organizations.
Thank you, Salman.
Thank you.
That's fantastic. And